Salut. You guys notice some difference in the sound? Hello, Slow Probes, Roberto, Luis, Raf. Hello. Yeah, you betcha. You betcha the sound sounds clearer. There's been quite some dramatic improvement today, thanks to some work and my business partner Nils. We installed a few things, new mixer, and the sound should come directly from the turntable now. Plus this. So what were we listening to first? This is Distel, first album from this duo from Sweden, recorded between Paris and Germany. Yeah, this is from 2013, their first album. They got 4. This is by far their best one, in my opinion. Yeah, it's kind of like no noise, minimal synthwave, no wave, post-punk, mostly with synthesizers on the Enfant Terrible label. Not many copies flying around for this, but if you're into that, check it quickly because prices. Anyways, hope you guys are good. Let's see. Hey Joe. Yeah. Yes, Christophe. So how is the sound, guys? Yeah, indeed. And the voice, you have to teach me to tell me a little bit if it's too loud or whatever, because this is the first time I'm testing it live. So please let me know what I can do. I'll show you quickly. So here's the new mixer, the sound card. So yes. Hello Michael, Thomas, Stéphane, RTLF, yeah. And we're gonna do more improvements in the coming weeks if we can. There's a lot of plans, more cameras if needed. Hello Radio Gnome, Liam. Hello Nils. Nils, my partner who helped massively with all of this. Yeah, well, it's nice like that as well, because it means it's not in the way. All right, shall we listen to some more records? Huh? Yeah, this week I thought I would be in Den Bosch in Holland, but actually it's next week. I'm meeting some friends there and digging for the show, amongst other things, and preparing some stuff with Michael. So yeah, that will be fun. And until then, it's not a slow week because the shelves will, I doubt they will cease to provide. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Nils. By the way, again, as usual, please, if you like the show, like, subscribe, comment, leave a little tip when you feel like that in the coffee jar in the description. And now, something a little groovy, French. Super cheap record. Let's see you, Dennis. Yes, maybe me too, but we'll find the balance, hopefully. You tell me. Thank you, Ultra Drums. So we'll see if this gets us in trouble, if YouTube catches the stream easier now. Hopefully not, we'll see. I told you, Michael, he was coming. No one believes me. Still some stuff to learn, by the way. Yeah, so that was Phrase, Khas, a French collective from 2012, 11 years old. So house, jazz, funk. Sorry, yeah. French collective from 2012, going through jazz, funk, house, in a quite fun manner. Cover handmade. Hey Kai. Yeah, it's a little roller remixer indeed. And I have to figure out how to use the cue yet. I didn't have time. We just put it together today. Yeah. Sorry, Zeb. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yes. Maybe don't go that far, but Bergen has a function one system, right? Hello, Alan. Your record is it's coming. Thank you, Ryan Smith, for supporting the channel. Just made a little contribution with the tip jar. Yeah, right. Hello, Giancarlo. Exactly, horrible. Well, we'll still play music like that. A fantastic cover, in my opinion. I need a boom guy. Yeah, my guy. I need you to come here and hold the mic for me. There's still, it will cost a lot to manage to re-implement the Fostex reverb rack, which I already missed, but the sound was not liking that. Hello, Vinyl Dreamscape. Yeah, exactly. You're right on, Zeb. Yeah, Rick Cox, this 10 inches from a series of 10 inches EPs on Cold Blue, an American label of avant garde minimalist music. These used to be, I remember buying this for $5 some time ago, I must say. And most of these have gone. Some are still cheap. This one, I just looked it up before, no copies available. And it's a fantastic record. I don't know how much is translated here. It's not an easy one, but Rick Cox has been playing on a few other recordings that are really interesting. This is when it gets crazy. This is when the record gets a little crazy. This afternoon, you say? Huh? Hello, Liana. Yes, who would have thought? I counted every single one and we just hit 500. Hello, Marcus. Marcus. And now a very nice VCLT I got from a friend, Angelo Kelly. A record that has actually been on my want list for some time. A street musician from Ireland. Yeah, Angelo, Ireland. But that originally found its way on the most unexpected label, which was Dome Record, the label of Dome, alias Wire. Wire put the first 3 Dome LPs on that label. I believe there was an AC Marias 7-inch, a compilation, and this album. Michael O'Shea, dulcimer, like modified the dulcimer, 3 instruments in one. This is a reissue, obviously. Sometimes we play these. Yeah, Boomcat has that one, but I think you can find it elsewhere. So Juno has it, Soundome has it, most people have it. Thank you. Yeah, it was time. You see, you guys, the help you give, like it, in the end it arrives here. Not just the records now, but all the help is still appreciated. Huh. You have to tell me a little more, Seb. I don't remember, sorry. Yeah, exactly. He used a space echo, I think. Yeah. Yeah, and the reissue you can get for a very normal price. The original, a little less so. It means whatever you want, Jackson. It means that you can't do anything else but come here. Sort of, exactly. Yeah, they did a reissue a few years ago, and it went. And I think they did. They just released a new pressing of the reissue. Yeah, I think that it. That's it, Michael. I might know what that is. Let me see. But sorry about that. Thank you to Twin. Yeah. I mean, the point of the stream was always with the music to give you an idea about how it sounds, and then you can go and do some more research yourself, as we used to do back in the days before internet. But I mean, it's the age of internet. So at one point, yeah, if we want Fred to come and take part with us, something had to happen. Yeah, thank you. Hello, Jim. You're welcome. I hope you liked what I sent you. Yeah, that's where some things could be improved, but still, I guess it does the trick so far. I will very soon do a video of about Wire's Galaxy, since I recently got the last record I was missing from that galaxy. In my, not that I have everything, but I have everything I think I want to have it. So now I'll be able to present it all and discuss it with you, and maybe some guests. Now something quite special and quite unusual. Very rare record. Michel Magne. This is sort of a private press. Michel Magne is a figure in French music, since he was the founder of the studio of the Hérouville Castle, where David Bowie recorded the Rolling Stones. He was the guy who was in charge of the studio where they came to France to record their albums in the early 70s, late mid 70s, I think. Someone will correct me. And well, he was the guy who set up all the sound, the mics, everything there. And he did modal jazz, avant-garde, experimental music. He did a little bit all. He was also an artist, a graphic artist, and there are records of his that are more mainstream, some less. Music Chachits is amazing, from the 50s. He started in the 50s, and this is from the 70s, I believe. Yeah, 76. Very cool and creative titles, by the way, if you understand French. Yeah, totally. Even if it's totally very good point, Liam. It is avant-garde, semi-orchestral, but it's not far away from that. You are correct. I love that you noticed that. And this is exactly the kind of tracks why this new setup is made for, since now you hopefully can hear it without too much distortion. And yeah, when it's quite like that, I hope you agree that this is a huge improvement. Well, yeah, I used to produce and host a weekly radio show in Paris for 16 years, 17 years. Plus, I did other radio shows before that, also weekly. So when I left for Sweden, I had to quit it all, and I guess I've been missing that. So this is partly why I started to do this little channel. And and eventually starting to do these streams, these weekly streams, exactly the same day I used to have my show, Friday evenings, even if mine was a little earlier. But here we go. But yes, Michel Magne, that's what I'd love to see, the all this connection, that someone who was doing that music was, of course, working for some of the biggest pop artists in the world at the same time, and there was no contradiction in it. Yeah, exactly. Not yet. I'd need to be paid for that, I guess. There's only that much time every day. Maybe I'll upload. I have like a 4-hour long interview I did with Eliane Radig, where we talk about beer and amongst other things.
Is that how you wanna play it? Break my heart and go cold. Why'd you wanna go do that, but we're not even in the waves? Is that how you wanna sing it? Hopping out a little flow. I think I heard that song before, it isn't doesn't work. That how you wanna see it? The future's still on top. Tunnel vision, never listen, no one ever going on. You're a good time killer, might even end up on your own. Going local, I could put away every resist a stone.
Yeah, it's a fun little pop track, single. Thank you, Frank, for the little coffee, the little tip in the coffee jar in the description. If you guys feel like it and can, much appreciated.
Consult the fortune teller. The crystal ball is gonna show. Your Miguel is gonna tell a friend the truth, so I don't know.
Yeah, for sure, Diane.
See his got something stirring. Undercurrents down below. Lots of beach, try to reach, back it up so we can go. Crystalline start all over. Switch it up and overhaul. Step in line, get in time, speed it up until we fall. Made a picture of a sunset. Sketch it, write it on the wall. All the credits on your ready, play it back and watch it all.
Yeah, this is this kind of just perfect pop song. earworm, kind of timeless, fun, not too serious, but still very well made.
Le terrorisme international
Django,
aujourd'hui a fait
Django, Django, Life is a Beach. Django, Django is the name of the band. This is
à
2
Paris, dont une femme
song
française.
single. Came out
C'était
on
en plein
Because,
centre, dans
a
le quartier
French label. Quite some time ago now.
Cet
Probably
après-midi,
10 years ago.
rue Boudreau.
Probably still
L'explosion
super
du-
cheap.
Une charge de plastique contre la porte de la plus grande agence turque de voyage. L'année attaque les biens et les personnes turques pour protester contre le génocide des Arméniens par les Turcs en 1915. Déjà à Paris, au mois de janvier, ils avaient jeté une grenade dans le hall de la compagnie aérienne turque sur les Champs-Élysées. Et il y a 7 ans, ils avaient assassiné à 2 jours de distance les ambassadeurs de Turquie à Vienne et à Paris. Le terrorisme international a fait 5 victimes à Paris. Dont une femme française. C'était en plein centre, dans le quartier de l'Opéra.
Paris.
Aïe! T'as un pépin? Mes gencives me font un peu mal, mais ça va passer. Fais gaffe, les gencives c'est capital. Regarde, c'est là, entre la dent et la gencive, que les bactéries attaquent. Et toi, tu fais quoi, toi? Moi, je me brosse régulièrement les dents avec un dentifrice pour les gencives. T'as des gencives? Ça chasse les bactéries. Et maintenant, mes gencives... C'est du béton!
Ah, tu gardes la pomme. Moi, je prends Tony Gencive.
Tony Gencive. Aïe! T'as un pépin?
Mes gencives me font un peu mal, mais ça va passer.
Fais gaffe, les gencives c'est capital. Regarde, c'est là, entre la dent et la gencive, que les bactéries attaquent. Et toi,
Luc
tu fais quoi,
Mariani
toi?
is kind of
Moi, je me brosse
French
régulièrement les dents avec un dentifrice pour les
people
gencives.
like
T'as des
us,
gencives. Ça
negative
chasse les
land.
bactéries. Et maintenant, mes gencives... C'est du béton!
Ah, tu gardes la pomme. Moi, je prends Tony Gencive.
Sampling TV ads, very mainstream TV ads from the 80s. Yeah, this is from 84. Luc Mariani has a lot of record under his belt, and this is probably one of the the funniest. It's a double LP. I love it. Like the weirdest Dada minimal synth wave. It used to be super cheap. I'm not sure it still is. Yeah, sorry, this is a sentence I pronounce quite often, isn't it? Hey Alex, see I'm catching up with the sound. Some of us are, indeed. Hey no garde, are you? Thank you. Yeah, I got a lot of groovy records indeed. And this is a groovy record, but in a strange way. Shall we play another groovy record? A groovy record that kind of like shouldn't be. Yeah, exactly.
Eh bien, je suis...
Now, this is a cool album. It's the first album from a guy who's just releasing this week his third album. I wanted to talk about it recently with Michael on our pre-order stream, but here you get the premiere of me talking about VHS Head. And as you can see the Braille sticker there, this is a scam record. The label that gave us Boards of Canada. This is kind of like, what if Otaker was justice? Maybe. I hadn't planned to do it tonight, but I will be doing much more so with the new setup now. And then his new album, I haven't heard it yet. His second album was really good. I have it here somewhere. So yeah, I'm really interested in listening to what he has in store for us now. All this is made through editing of VHS cassettes that he collects and he samples. You can find videos of his studio, how he does that. It's pretty crazy. Nice. Actually, I love that track. Hello, Dimitri. There's also something reminding me of Yellow Magic Orchestra in this, to be honest. VHS Head. More funk, more oblique funk, from much older and from a quite different country. Prog synth funk from Poland. Super cheap record. Completely weird that there's so many copies of it available. I guess most people see it and don't know what that is. That it's really, really a great record.
Czemu kiedy idąc padam? Ludzie mówią, czas nie czeka. Przecież stoi w miejscu, nie będzie donikąd, nie ucieka. Jeśli każe nam się liczyć z sobą, zaciskając smutną pętlę. Kłamie, kłamie, jak iluzjonista wprawny. Czemu więc śmieszne boje toczymy, gromadzimy łez obfite plony w muzeach pamięci. Niewolnicy pośpiechu, czemu, czemu i czemu? Ze wszystkich doznań i dążeń pilno mi jedynie do twojego dotyku, uśnięć delikatnych, jak do lekarstwa na smutki.
Yes, it's a great project. Average. Yeah, actually, yes. Hey, 909. 808. What am I saying? I have some stuff in store for you. So this guy, he has some other records, but really this is the one you want to get. Someone has a guess when this is from. 1976. Yeah, I guess so. You know, that record, I used to see it in the dollar bins in France fairly often, not every day, but regularly, I would say. and it never went up in price for some reason. I guess maybe there were so many, but it's well worth it. Like, if you think you can find it for like $5 in Europe, maybe the shipping price is worth getting it for the quality and the enjoyment you're going to get from it, out of it. Hello, Chris. Yeah, that's true. But I had shown the sleeve before, so. Yeah, some jazz now, right? It's interesting that recently I finally really started to realize that a lot of people object to the vibraphone in jazz. They think it's, I don't know, a cop-out instrument or something. I guess it's probably due to some of 50s, 50s use of vibes, but for me, like Walt Dickerson, Ken Jamal, David Friedman here. Sometimes maybe it makes the music too clean, too nice, and sometimes it's true. This is probably on the edge of that. This is a Laurel Newton album. Let me show it to you. Super underrated or underlooked album. Now, this is when it gets crazy. David Friedman. And thank you, Russell. Thank you so much for leaving a little tip in the tipping jar, the coffee jar in the description. Thank you so much. Keep them coming, guys. We're going to Den Bosch next week. That will be useful. Very useful. Is it MZ? Yeah, Neil Jackson is exactly. Sorry to disagree. Not that it's not good, but often it is. Neil Jackson is a little conservative to me. You're not wrong there. Sean, thank you for the little tip. Thank you so much. I might have some Ennio Morricone pan flutes for you tonight, GBL. It can be. Hello, I'm the Dead from Iceland. Thank you. What would you drive? What would drive you crazy? I missed that. Oh, the light, the northern lights. Hello, Steve. Nice to see you here. I'll talk to you this week before Den Bosch. Maybe I can help you out with something. And I hope can get a little 7-inch from you soon. Yeah, Morricone. I think I pulled some Morricone, some rare, obscure Morricone library soundtracks. Hopefully, they... You have to tell me about that, Alex. Yeah, we worked for that, huh? We did some DJ shows lately, and yeah, and you guys helped a lot, I must say, and more to come. Especially if this if we can manage to keep this going. Oh. Now I'm gonna play you an album that I think is still quite cheap. Let me check. Absolutely top 10 favorite techno albums ever, because it's almost not a techno album at all. It's by a guy who I interviewed around that time, a little after that time, and it didn't go too well because he only wanted to talk to me about the Beatles. He's a huge Beatles fan. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, there's quite a few very decent copies of this going around for less than $20. Maybe someone knows what that is. I might play another track from this because this album is just fantastic. Too soon, Eric, too soon. Yeah, makes sense, Alex. Chicago, right? Kind of like it, holding the mic when I talk to you. Works quite well. I don't need like no standee, do I? Okay, someone tells me what this record is. From early mid-90s. I'm pretty sure Ryan will be getting this very soon. Yeah, don't tell all our secrets, Nils. That might be very right. England. And released, now that's a big clue, released in Belgium. Just getting goosebumps right now. This album has so many good tracks. One of the best ratios of good tracks I know of. Less, more mainstream in a way, less fringe industrial, post-industrial, more techno, and not Sub Rosa, bigger label. No, Singles was never orchestral like that. Yeah, it is, Steve. Finally, someone who gets that. Yes, Apollo, the sub-label of RNS Records. RNS, the first major techno label from Europe. I actually do. Still the same album. Mark Van Eun, featuring Sarah Peacock from Seafield singing on this track. my old mates. I played some 2 weeks ago in garde. Connect to me, and I played a really fun track from a compilation. And there's some more coming. Yeah, every year I find a couple of really good hip-hop records, at least. I don't know that. And this Locust album, just a treasure trove of tracks going in different directions. Ambient, almost pop, industrial pop. It's like it almost feels like a Blondie industrial aggro track on ketamine, which is probably the drug of choice of Debbie Harry, if she's being honest with herself. Yes, absolutely. I have a few CDs of her. Steve Davis albums. The Utopian Strong. It's like Pokemon. Pokemon, catch them all. You could see it here, yeah. Sorry about that, guys. Sound got probably a little bit distorted. Truth is born of arguments. Great title. Very VC right now. Ah, okay. So I hear. You know, in Europe, when you don't have cable, but you have like the basic channels, and you get Eurosport. Eurosport 1, Eurosport 2. And if sometimes you're lazy, you don't know what to do, and you put the TV on, and you put Eurosport. That's how I learned about Steve Davis. And it was pretty fun, I must say. Dutch white funk post-punk band Doji. (1984). 2 or 3 total bangers on that record. Yeah, absolutely. Imagine if you get that kind of stuff in the nightclub. Let's play some more. It's actually a good record. I mean, the bass is so good.
This country runs with honey.
Be less well-ish a little bit, indeed.
Story, a different version.
Winston, hope you're good, my man.
On a divine mission, we come to civilize your primitive mind. We come to civilize.
Shall I remind people to like the video? I don't see the numbers or anything, and I don't have my moderator sidekick, so like, comment, tip your DJ if you can, and let's have a good time.
Testify that God is alive. Testify that God is alive. This country, she runs with honey. 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 Cotton from America, labor from Africa. Stop up in Jamaica, create a pool of labor. Bring it over here 100 years later. Bring it over here 100 years later. This country,
and maybe I'll have something quite special right after this. I always contrast.
This country, she runs with honey. This country.
Now we're talking one of my absolute favorite artists. Someone I met. I'm still so impressed by almost everything about him. And this is one of the rare records of his that you can still manage to find the original, because there's only one pressing of this for pretty cheap, I think. And it's musique concrète. It's musique concrète garde for me. Yes, I believe. This is a split album between Philippe Zamartis, who runs the Room 40 label nowadays, and the one and only Bernard Parmigiani. Immer sound, which is a pretty fun play on words, as immer means always in or forever in German, and sound, immer sound, and immersion. So that's pretty great. This came out in 2009, something like that, I'm not sure. Austrian release. It's amazing. Like, these percussions are so good, the sound. I love everything about this. And the guy who's doing this, when he's doing this, he's already like 80 years old. Long in, he's like over 85, something like that. You have to pay me for that, Jason. I'll say that. If you find the right price, I'll thank you. Thank you, Barry. But there's a lot of us here, and yeah, this is so beautiful. See, it was so like intense, and now it becomes almost elegiac, but in a very subtle way. I know them, but I don't remember what that is. Duke Moto. Yeah, very, very good purchase. Yeah. When it comes to music concrète, it's all about Pierre-Henri and Bernard Parmigiani, who we're listening to right now. Thank you, Liana. See you around. Yeah, maybe not next week, since we will be at the record fair. Didn't Juana Molina do stuff with Fortet and maybe even Precious 73? I love this. This is so typical of Parmigiani. Something very quiet that becomes immense after a while. And now you hear these tiny sounds they sound almost lost in a vast emptiness or whatever. Well, we just came from some place that seemed to be very subtle and quiet, and now you're being proven wrong. Even if this is becoming quite strident and jittery almost. Well, sorry, not sorry, I guess, would be the right answer, right? At least there are quite some cheap ones tonight. Yeah.
past. Furnace, rise and shine. Till there's up another night, intertwined. Like serpents in a rolling mill, I can hear important things you're telling me. Not to smile, like a spider's wings, a serpent hell.
Electro, EDM, not really sure how to categorize this. Apart from awesomeness.
Feel the sweat, broken hearts and broken hearts, more the lies. Writing cravings in the rock and rain is floating in. On the radio, one night, you can jam. Like signals across the board. Pouring passion down your throat like concrete. Pouring passion down your throat like concrete. Pouring passion down your throat like concrete. Pouring passion down your throat like concrete.
This is Ceramic Hello. This is a reissue of their one and only album, featuring additional unreleased tracks. This one.
I can hear important things you're telling me. Exercise.
Quite unusual to have this kind of music, vocals, electro vocals, on more EDM, industrial weirdness.
Pouring passion down your throat like concrete. Pouring passion down your throat like concrete. Pouring passion down your throat like concrete. Pouring passion down your throat.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't get cassettes, but I could have gotten it. But yeah, Jason Blood, or Michael G. Blood. Can happen, depends if they got good lawyers. If they are actually sampled, not just IDs being stolen. Yeah, weirdly enough, I find this quite romantic music. I guess it makes sense, but the squariness of it.
Must have been the devil who changed
my mind. Must have been the wind blowing at me, crying. Half the joy of leaving was the space I left behind. Now I'm back, angel-headed.
I'm sure someone knows what that is.
At the eye of the storm.
Hey,
Just
Bob.
didn't see the signpost to scorn. Blue sky, wrinkled through my tears, then darkness grounded all my fears. I gave him my sugar,
Yes.
he switched to for salt. Should've seen him coming, that's always my fault. Rocks for my pillow and sand for my bed. For better or worse, I left him for dead. But two rivers to each other run. Words that shook me like the kick of a gun. Something in my heart ain't got no name. Turned out he felt the same. Ain't it lonesome? Ain't it sad? I was the only happiness he ever had. By Indian River, the vows were said. In a red devil's dress, I was wed. Kitty cat bun, kitty kitty cat bun. Kitty cat bun, kitty kitty cat bun. Kitty cat bun, kitty kitty cat
This is
bun.
the third album of a band that by then people considered that they were done.
Bitches, baby, round lady.
But time always gives you the truth. Because this is still great. This is a bit like, for me this is Midbeat Manifesto on True Pure in a way.
The wind did howl, the river looked ready to flood. I left my man asleep to drown.
Good looking blues.
Looking back around.
Leica, which is Margaret from Moonshake with Guy Fixton, who used to produce Moonshake, but who is the producer of Loveless by My Bloody Valentine. This is his band.
Keys to the kingdom are lost and gone, and
And
I'm left to die alone.
very, a band of my youth that I still love them.
That long hair in the grave. Realize what's done is done. It's far too late to be saved.
Bougie. Remember last week when we had that amazing Italian piano record, totally unaffordable. Well, let's have another beautiful, incredible piano record tonight, more affordable. And there's also a reissue from a few years ago. It's a record I've been obsessing with for 20 years. I've never played this or mentioned this here yet. I think that the reissue from a few years ago really put some attention on this guy from Germany. Yeah, I'm a bougie now, huh? Bourgeois. Leica record. Sorry, I thought it was still cheap because I remember buying. You could see this in London in the Sound and Exchanges for dirt cheap for years. Like they could like £5, but apparently not anymore. Too pure. Stereolab, Seafield, PG Harvey, Mouse and Mars, Face Healers. Yeah, Bourgeois Zeb. I think so. Not the worst guess. I've played Max de Vardener a few times. And his album from 2020 or 19 was one of my favorite of that year. No, this is someone much older. This is Hans Otte. From 1984. On the Kuk label, which is a label in between krautrock and ambient new age. DMM. And why is DMM a good option for pressing records such as this? With DMM you can get, without any issue, 40 minutes of music on one side, if it's music like that, with not too much bass. But he doesn't even use that much space. But it's, yeah. Like this record needs a little bit of cleaning. There's a maybe it's something else that we can still improve on, guys. Like and leave a tip if you can in the coffee jar. I know it can get annoying a little bit, but that's the way I can do it every week. Happy to know. Yeah, some did. There were some shops that had that. Yeah, mine didn't. I got it second hand long after. I bought the CD when it was released, but I was losing a little bit faith in them, going to some more into Ottaker kind of music. And years later, like in the early 2000s, mid 2000s, I really like a couple of songs on that album. So yeah. There are at least two, but I think you're correct. We're gonna go on for 30 minutes, 35, 40 minutes more, probably. And suggestions are welcome. Will not necessarily be followed, but still everything is welcome. I have enough, but I'm happy to see what you guys are inspired to listen to after all of this. Maybe another crazy record, something that shouldn't really exist. Oh, but you know that too well. But the one I have in my hand is quite going in that direction, actually. So I think you'll be interested in that. guys got it. Yeah. The soft machine, soft space they've suggested is pure disco. So I'm not gonna play that, but I'm gonna play something. It's more fun if Seb doesn't know it and he's surprised. Yeah. I mean, I think I know the one you're talking about. Don't assume, Zeb. Don't assume. I mean, this hence auto record. It is not the most complex music, but still. Das Buch der Kranke. Yeah, there's only one really worth getting, Daniel. Yeah, maybe we can indulge ourselves with some of that later. We'll see. The Nomads, yeah, they got tons of records. Really good. Really in demand here, actually. I've got one, maybe two records of theirs. There will be time for that as well tonight, again, probably. But I guess it's still a little bit cold here. Extra Clancio is a duo of producers. What's pretty funny is that one of them. Does anyone here know the famous cabaret in Paris, Le Lido, which is basically the competitor to the Moulin Rouge? It's a revue with half-naked women dancing. And one of these two guys, his job was, he was the conductor of the orchestra there for years, for decades. And that's the only record that these two guys did. Crazy cosmic disco rock. I don't know how to describe this. This is just a crazy record. There comes Multiverseur, my favorite moderator. Yeah, I prepared it and I think I forgot it in the main house. I think I know Liaison Dangereuse, yeah. Basically the biggest inspiration for Chicago house. So yeah, Beat Bartel. Yeah, I built it. I improvised it. No, it's all right. And it's always good to get a reason to mention Liaison Dangereuse. They were quite big, underground big in Germany. Bye-bye, Kai. See you soon. Thank you so much. Is it the one with what's the name of the actor with curly black hair who plays in it's the detective movie, right? What's his name again? He's a big guy, like really masculine. Yeah, but it's also a little bit cheesy, and why not? Elliot Gould, I think, right? Haha, yes. Memory works some weird way, right? Time for some more VCLT from Angelo Kelly. Thank you so much, Angelo. It's a record from. It's very interesting, especially with what I'm going to show you right after this. This is a guy who's still active. This is a record from 1975. Roger Doyle, his very first album. Smells like Angelo. Oh, it's actually from 73. Roger Doyle went on to do a band called SEMA, SEMA, minimal, modern classical, ambient, industrial. Good friend of Steven Stapleton, Nurse with Wound, and from that scene. And he did quite a few really interesting post-punk, ambient, experimental records during the 80s as well. And then he did that. One of the great early jungle projects when UK hardcore became jungle before it became drum and bass. Same guy who was doing this in 1973. Absolutely. Tell me when you come in and I'll tell you. Auctions for that only. It's quite fun to see the echo between this record and the other one that Angelo sent me, the Michael O'Shea with Dulcimer. But this is so good. I'm pretty sure Steve Davis will love this. Roger Doyle, he also did some stuff with David Chu, and I think he also did some stuff with Brian Eno, but I'm not sure. And he did that. "22 years later, same guy, still doing futuristic music." This is my favorite drum and bass album, to be fair. And hello to Katya and Seba, my friends and neighbors who probably are not watching, but maybe, who knows. They told me they would today. But yeah, he's playing tomorrow in Germany, Seba. He just gave me his latest EP, by the way. Bunk, you totally, like, see? I was just talking nonsense. Yeah, sometimes you see, brain fart. Roger Doyle, which is a similar figure as Roger Doyle in late 70s, early 80s, but yeah, Roger Doyle is on the trio. Forget what I was just saying. It's not... It could have been, in a way, but no. But... Thank you, Dom. Seeking a friend. Seeking a thread. Super classic vocal sample in jungle drum and bass. Jungle. Next one is for Frank GBL and every one of you. Yeah, I love Omni Trio, the early stuff. Yeah, I got a bunch of Omni Trio stuff and remixes by them. It's pure class. Music from another time, another age, but that still can be inspiring. This kind of like bass lines was so new back then. Yeah, it was really exciting. And Time Machine. the thing with drum and bass and jungle, this is more jungle, yeah. We were talking about that with Seba earlier today. Is there was at the beginning of it, there was like a free plane, like an open field for creativity. But so much of this was done because it didn't exist, and now it's become a template of people just mimicking this with no creativity. So maybe it's a little bit difficult to hear and to see how this was revolutionary back then. And so, like, yeah, mind-blowing. Because this has been integrated, and this is, I guess, it's impossible that it feels as alien as it used to do back then. 160 BPM, 1995. Yeah. Yeah. I guess you have to trust me with that. Next one for GBL, Frank, and I don't know how to categorize this. EBM, post-punk, I don't know. I think I showed that a year and a half ago on the video or stream, but I didn't play it. I don't think so. Angela, I hope it will happen again. I played at Fabric quite a few times in London and various places. Either I need to get new stuff out or be so good that people want me anyways. This one I know you will love, Michael. This is exactly right up your alley, I think. La Rolls. It was pretty electronic orientated tonight, more than usual, I guess. Not much straight up like dance floor techno, apart from the jungle track, but I know some of you really are into that, so. But I like to mix it up in every direction at the same time. like the video if you can. Comment in the comment section if you want to keep on the discussion about what was played tonight. And keep your DJ in the coffee drawer in the description. Thank you guys. On the Nurse's Wounds label, United Dairies. That's also Robert Heck. Hey, Mick. Hello, John. Yeah, I think you're gonna want to check this one later, back from the beginning with the new sound. And yeah, you guys, please leave comments about the new sound if you can. If you have any opinions or suggestions. Oh yeah, you are in Detroit. Okay, next one is gonna be, you're gonna love next one. Vänta nu. Fiskbollar. Fiskbullar. Yeah, you're pretty good at finding like these crazy limited records under bed. I've seen your Instagram. Ooh, this. Thank you, Bad, for leaving a little tip. Much appreciated. The Den Bosch trip at the record fair will be much better thanks to you guys when you can. When you can help. Yeah, that was me, John. I played that 2 weeks ago or last week, I'm not sure. Probably 2 weeks ago, yeah. The guy from Hood. Hello, Vinyl Buzz. So how insane is that little track? La Rolls. 2 EPs, if I remember correctly. Probably a DJ. I think if I remember correctly, it's a guy who was quite a famous or cult figure for the EDM scene in Belgium in the late 80s. But he was too crazy. He did that record and another one that is not as good. And I guess he had some almost megalomaniac approach of music. And yeah, he's probably done other projects under other names, which is kind of the culture of EDM, or what's the name of new beat? Yeah, this is more new beat than EDM actually. La Rolls. In Belgium, the Rolls. La Rolls Royce. Yeah, because who doesn't want to arrive at the club in a Rolls? But for me, it's all these perks, It's not the claps. It's kind of like a fake wood block. Yeah. With all the effects, live takes, so good. This is Chicago house from Europe, literally. Okay, for Vinyl Dreamscape now, and whomever mentioned Juan, Magic Juan. A record I believe is quite unusual. This is the white label test pressing of this, and we're listening to Infinity. Anthony Shake here, Neuropolitic, which is Matt Kruger, Real by Real, which I believe is Martin Bonds, and Infinity, Juan Atkins. Now this is pure Detroit techno. It doesn't get more to Detroit techno than that. Which is probably way too romantic for current dance floors. It's yeah, I love this. Thank you, John Levinson, for supporting the channel. Thank you so much. Anyone who can, I love you, and if you can't, I also understand. But this is how the show keeps getting exciting for you, and also for me, not because of like, money grabbing, but being able to get records that I can play you with more freedom, with less constraint, and just more, you know. Juan Atkins has got a long story also with not just Detroit but also Berlin, which is a very interesting and also somewhat sad story. There are stories that he got addicted to blow by Paku, the German DJ who used to run Trésor at one point. And that's why he stayed for so long in Berlin. But that is pretty good music still. I have so much music like that. Some classics, but mostly a little more obscure. This only came out as this EP compilation. So this is not the most famous track of One at Keys by far, but it's good. And if people love that, yeah, sure. I can do that for years and years without problem. Well, maybe with some problem, but yeah, that's the thing. I got all these records, but it's also cool to manage to get some that I don't yet have to keep it exciting for me as well. I wonder when this music will start to become classic, in the sense that all the biases I can fully understand people might have against this repetitive, almost silly sounding music. Well, yeah, but there's something really romantic and this, fake futurism about this music. How this is music about Detroit is a hard city, and in the 80s, violent, and yeah, there was good reason for poor black people to flee, and a lot of these first generation, second generation Detroit techno artists, they reference science fiction a lot on the covers, art, sounds, titles, and in my mind it's all about like there must be a better world somewhere else. And it's also very hedonistic music, which I like. Thank you so much, Cal. Will the next track be the last one? You tell me. Now finally, something directly for Zepp and everyone.
Endless race in outer space, parabolic speed, eyes unlead, standing wonders to be seen, sounds of blue and skies of burning green.
Yes, Sarah. Hopefully some before as well, Snowfront, because you've been there since the beginning.
Here is space when starts to sing and play. The journey's leading out of time, and try to find a step to end this
Romantic and creepy. What the hell is that logo? This is Peter Baumann from Tangerine Dream, by the way.
endless race in outer space, parabolic
Jim Furwell fetus. Zordox, I'm not sure about that one. I don't remember which one it is. Sorry.
Light is passing day by day. Here a spaceman starts to sing and play. The child is leading out of time and try to find the step to endless lines.
Yeah, there's like 3 really ace tracks in this album. There's a documentary made by a French documentary woman director about Detroit techno that is amazing. All right. And thus, in a weird, a little bit tense way, unusual. Usually I try to end the stream with like a track that is kind of lifting up, bring some air. But I was just thinking about that little track from this weird little dance club, dance floor, 12-inch. That I kept because of that track. Just to share a few words with you guys before I bid my farewell for tonight. The band is called The Waves and Us. And the track is Missing Us. Dub, obviously. It's on this pretty basic tech house label, but you gotta look everywhere to find this kind of tracks. Thank you, Duke, and everyone. Yeah, I would agree. Most of worth listening, not necessarily owning everyone. Steve, it's a bit like Chrome. Interesting, but not always essential. Thank you, Vinyl Dreamscape. Merci Thomas. So next week, Den Bosch, no show from the vinyl shed, maybe something improvised with the lads there, and hopefully in 2 weeks some crazy shit from Den Bosch and elsewhere. And yeah, I just hope I'll have the budget for the treasures that will find their ways in front of our eyes. And yeah, thank you guys for stopping by. I hope everyone really enjoyed the improvements. that me and Nils implemented to this, and keep it sexy, huh? We'll have to talk about that more, Bat. Thank you, William. Good night. I hope so too. Should be fun. We'll see, Jason. We'll see. Frank, I'll provide the soundtrack. I got some crazy good gay house mix selection that will be perfect. Of course, of course. Anything between €5 and 300. Yeah.